How's it feel the second time around? I mean, the first, nothing can ever replace the first time, as we all know. How's it now?
What does it feel like? It feels amazing, and I encourage anyone out there and the most of their concentration and everything that they had inside of them in order to get there and make it happen. I encourage you to do it. And when you do, then you'll know exactly how I feel right now. Very good.
The sport. It's easy to let the accolades and the glare of the spotlight cause you to forget the work that has gotten you here and the work that yet needs to be done. Kai knows better.
You know, leave an audience in awe. Those seconds are built on thousands and thousands and thousands of hours that being applied over and over and over and over again. Getting up a certain time, doing certain things, cooking your meals, going to, you know, do your cardio, walking through the disciplines, keeping the checklist, and staying on top of them. Those are the things that, you know, when you string them together, start to create a day of efficient action. The more likely you are to string those days of efficient action together, the more likely it will be that you can set up your own success.
So far in this day in the life, Kai has done his cardio early in the morning, shopped for food, cooked and packed it. These are the building blocks of any successful bodybuilder's daily routine and cannot be skipped over or ignored. These fundamentals seem simple, and Kai can sound repetitive when asked to talk about it, but it is this relentless, repetitive simplicity which is the foundation of bodybuilding and can sometimes be its most difficult aspect. Photo and video shoots like this one for the Train with Kai instructional series are all things that can interrupt the schedule of day-to-day activity. And yet, despite all of this, those fundamentals of bodybuilding must continue to take precedence. One of those fundamentals is posing. The next stop in our day in the life is the gym. As we drive, the exhaustion of the bodybuilding lifestyle begins to show, and Kai quietly nods off. It's got to be tough moving 275 or more pounds of muscle around all day, and it's not over yet. Kai is very fortunate that by this point in his career, he can pick and choose where he trains. Most days, he works out at the mecca of bodybuilding on the East Coast, Powerhouse. If the photos in a bodybuilding or fitness magazine article were shot on the East Coast, they were shot here. Although those kinds of pictures are beautiful and inspirational, and an example of the best that bodybuilding has to offer, they don't really reflect what life is like in the gym every day for someone like Kai Greene. For one thing, he would never train shirtless, and in fact only reveals himself when urged to by a photographer. He always remains covered up and does not practice posing and practical.
Thermogenesis, that's my secret. Nah, I just feel comfortable. I do sweat a lot though, so it's a little bit more convenient than a t-shirt. If I had a t-shirt on, I'd have to be all over the place. I'd have to be wiping stuff down. I mean, a hoodie is more absorbent.
On this particular day in body, he then performs a long and careful abdominal and stretching routine. His focus during this time is so strong that the photographer and I dare not interrupt him. Beginning with the documentary Overkill, I have made the observation many times that Kai seems like a monk. He lives a sparse, ascetic existence by modern standards. His deep philosophizing, the extreme dedication to his goals, his discomfort in the spotlight, and the ever-present hood all add up to give him the aura of the holy man of bodybuilding. I'm not sure he sees himself that way, but it's hard not to make the comparison, especially today.
You ever see like people chanting or Buddhists doing things with their breathing and using their breath to start to alter their mind state? I'm sure on some level, in some way, a simple 12 minutes or so before I get started on the floor training, this moment allows me the ability to kind of walk through some exercise like that. You're regulating your breathing or using it as a device to be able to suspend those thoughts for other things and try to get focused on what I'm about to do, get it done, and then try to keep moving with the continuum of my day.
As with the posing class, it is this kind of meticulous attention to detail that creates a champion. But Kai Greene's life and mindset were not always so controlled and structured. Earlier in the day, we stopped at a diner. The picture that Kai paints of his young self
And develop as a man 10 to 15 years down the line in ways that you do not see right now.